Helped organize it. No problem. Thank you very much.
3-day program, which is, it's always delayed, not ahead of schedule. So, but it's a good thing.
The Youth and Sports Center, both today are municipalities adjunct to just an empty space or a green space. Those were never.
Other youth projects that she's been involved in, she's
Well, diplomacy is my real job. As Tom said, I do have a special interest in architecture. My father was an architect in Southern California, in San Diego. He was, of course, a member of the EAA, and he was a fellow of the EAA starting in 1972. He spent a lot of time transforming urban spaces for youth, for others. He did both building design and urban planning. And many of his efforts have become iconic public spaces in San Diego. His work was always based on the idea of making urban spaces people-friendly. So Pristina is a very interesting city. It's got lots of ideas, young people eager to bring Kosovo closer to the Euro-Atlantic future that we all aspire for them. However, I think you will see that there are some significant infrastructure challenges that need to be addressed in the coming years. And I'm excited that the ideas that will be shared during this conference about how people are already trying to make progress on these issues. And of course, architects can make extraordinarily vital contributions to dealing with some of these challenges. I do want to share a couple of ways that our embassy is working and has been supporting these efforts. First of all, in Mitrovica, which is a city in the north of Kosovo, we've sponsored a visiting expert from the United States to talk about placemaking, an idea I'm sure many of you are familiar with. We believe that the effort to remake urban spaces not only requires artistic and architectural viewpoints, but it can also be a great opportunity for Kosovo's multiple communities to work together and across ethnic lines.
Some of you know I was president of the American Institute of Architects last year. That's an organization of about 91,000. It's bigger than it's ever been. It's great times. And one of the privileges of the presidency is that you get to reward your friends and punish your enemies. So today, before I introduce His Excellency the Ambassador, I would like to present Ilker Hussein, a dear friend, with this certificate, which I've been carrying around the world since my presidency lapsed. Ilker, will you step forward, please? Will you indulge us for just a moment? Thank you. Thank you. Let me read this to you. Ilker Hussein, as manager for global projects for Laufen, has invested his respect for the American Institute of Architects and for the profession of architecture, engaged in international practice to enable their success, securing Laufen's agreement to support the AIA delegation to the World Congress of Architects in Durban, South Africa. Remember that. He has showed that his friendship, like Laufen, knows no boundaries, and his generosity, nothing if not extraordinary in its reach. Ilker, this is to you with gratitude for all that you do. You have a background in arms control negotiation and in trade matters, both of which are interesting to architects, but particularly trade matters. And you're something of an accomplished linguist with at least 5 languages. Now, there's a close connection to our profession, which I'll describe as follows. His father was an architect and a fellow of the Institute and ran a practice in San Diego, of all places. And it's our privilege to have you with us and my pleasure to welcome you. Ambassador Delawie.